Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another NSHL live stream. I'm DMP, and alongside me is Builder to take you through the action here between the Lille-Nice Fencers and the Washington Nationals. We are live from Lighthouse Arena in Washington, D.C. for the game tonight, as the Nationals come back to home ice to host the Fencers in Week 7. Before we get to that, though, let's take a quick look at the rundown of the standings through 6 games so far. Sitting atop the Southwest Airlines Conference, in which these Washington Nationals also sit, are the Tampa Bay Elvis, who have yet to lose. They are 6-0 for a total of 12 points. However, 2 of those wins come in overtime. The Clearwater Threshers are 4-2-0 for a total of 8 points and are sitting in second place. In third place, it's a tie between the New York Liberties, who are 3-2-1, and the Vancouver Outlaws, who are also 3-2-1. Both have 7 points. The tiebreaker right now goes to the New York Liberties, who are ahead on regulation wins. In fourth place, it's the Vancouver Outlaws, as already mentioned. Fifth place, the first team on the outside of the playoffs looking in, are these Washington Nationals. A win tonight could put them into a playoff spot, ousting the Vancouver Outlaws and moving the Liberties down. They are 3-3-0 for a total of 6 points. They're currently tied with another team that plays tonight, the Indianapolis Motorheads, who are also 3-3-0 for 6 points. But Washington has the playoff spot because of an additional regulation win. The Boston Riptide are played 6 games. They are 2-3-1 for a total of 5 points. That nets them 7th place in the conference. And then, well outside of a playoff spot, a good 11 points behind the leader and 6 points out of a playoff spot, are the Detroit Royals, who are 0-5-1 and have yet to win this season. Taking a look at the opposite side of the league, at the PVG Paints Conference, in which these Lille-Nice Fencers sit, we have the Quebec City Bandits at the top, who are 5-1-0 for 10 points, followed by the St. Louis Cyclones sitting in second, who are 4-1-1 for 9 points. Third place belongs to the New Orleans Wildcats, who are 4-2-0 for 8 points. Then in fourth place, it's the Lille-Nice Fencers, 3-2-1. They have 7 points. The Amsterdam Red Bull are the first team on the outside looking in. They're 3-3-0 for a total of 6 points. And then sixth place is a tie between the San Francisco Flight and the Copperopolis Crew. The Flight are 2-3-1, and the Copperopolis Crew are 1-2-3. San Francisco currently sits in that 6th place spot because they have more regulation wins. That is the tiebreaker there. 7th place is Copperopolis, as already mentioned, and then rounding out the PPG Paints Conference is the Chuo City Dragons. Build, what do you think of tonight's matchups?
Pardon the static in my microphone. Don't know what's going on there. Some technical difficulties. But it should be interesting tonight, to say the least. We got two teams that desperately need a win to try to better themselves, as I open the wrong document here, in the standings. On one side, you have the Washington Nationals, who are the first team on the outside looking in. Really, the only deficit there is 1 point behind the Liberties and the Outlaws. And then you have on the other hand, you have the Fencers, who are on the inside looking out, also 1 point ahead of the Amsterdam Red Bulls. So whether a win for a loss, a win for either one of these teams is huge for their seasons at this point, and a loss wouldn't be catastrophic, but is definitely not helpful at this point of the season. At this point, these teams are playing interconference teams, and well, for the Amsterdam Red Bull and the San Francisco Flight, if you're their fans, you're really cheering on the Washington Nationals tonight, because keeping those 2 points away from the other guys is going to be key.
Well said. Well, with that out of the way, let's send things down to ice level and player introductions, as well as the national anthems. anthems have been sung, the lights come back on, and we're set and ready to go. But before we get to puck drop, let's take a look at the starting goaltenders. In net for the Washington Nationals, it's Vitek Vanacek. And between the pipes for the Lille-Nice Spencers, it's Connor Hellebuck. Evgeny Kuznetsov and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will take to the center ice faceoff dot as we get ready to get this game underway. Early offensive chance for the Washington Nationals as they got it in. However, the fence was clear and a chance for Nugent-Hopkins squandered. And it comes back into the Lille-Nice zone. Battle for it. Cleared out and down by Lille-Nice. Nugent-Hopkins directs the puck to the corner. Behind the net, it's the Fencers. And the Fencers will bring it back into their own zone, but John Carlson takes it away. He'll send it back to his end of the ice, where it'll be picked up by Pierre-Luc Dubois. Pressed against the boards. Washington clears. This goes down and they score! Brandon Tanev! And it's 1-0 Washington.
That was quite the play. I mean, for one, the goalie wasn't really paying that much attention, so it didn't have to be that great of a shot. But just the accuracy to beat the goalie, get it far post, to give him really no chance at it. It was a great shot, great goal. Nats lead by 1 early on.
Well, good start for Washington. You always want to get that first goal, get your home crowd into it, and they do just that right here. We'll see what the response is from the Fencers. Bring things back to center ice, and it ends up in the Washington zone, but it is cleared. Out and down. Here's Pierre-Luc Dubois, directed toward the net, but it still missed wide. And out is cleared again. Another chance for Washington. They score! Kraus, it's 2-0 Washington.
Hellebuyck needs to be sharper than that. He cannot be giving goals up like that this early in this game. He's really putting his team at a disadvantage, and it is not helping his squad whatsoever. 2-0 Washington early on. Lille-Nice needs to fight back. Not impossible. We've seen it happen before, where teams have gone down 2-0 early. They've been able to fight back and tie the game. But will Lille-Nice be able to overcome the reigning Eastern Division champions?
And also take a look at the shot clock. San Francisco, Washington has scored on every shot. They're 2 for 2 tonight. Into the offensive zone come the Washington Nationals. They'll send it toward the slot. But I guess Nick Backstrom didn't like what he was looking at. Sends it back into his own zone and he gave it away. Shot there just wide for the Fencers. And almost cleared out. Washington does get it out now, and it's Artem Zub bringing it in. Sent towards the net through the crease. Didn't reach Hellebuyck, but a dangerous chance nonetheless. And the Fencers clear it out. Ovechkin, hounded by the Fencers forwards. Shot there, high and wide. And it is cleared down the length of the ice. Justin Schultz had it, lost it. Taken to the boards now. And it is cleared out and down. Brandon Tanev with teammates behind the net. Trying to work it towards the slot. Spencer's defense ensuring that does not happen. Girard forces it to the boards. Nelson sends it across. In! On goal! Score! It's 3-0! On 3 shots!
Another case of Connor Hellebuyck not doing his job. He has to have that. I think he was down. He might have gotten bumped. He was trying to get back up, and he ended up jumping right over the puck. The Nats will take it. Still have a 100% shooting percentage. 3-0 Washington.
What a start for the defending East Division champions. Three shots, 3 goals. And that momentum continues for the hometown team. We'll see what response the Fencers have. I don't know that we've seen a team come from down 3-0 before, but seeing as we're only in the first period, a lot can change. Brought back in, almost another one for Washington, but it is cleared out and down the length of the ice. Where it is played by Nugent Hopkins behind the VTech Vanacek net. Brian Rust getting a stick on it. Nugent Hopkins there as well. Shane Goss sits spare behind the goal. Cleared out. Down. Could this be 4? No. It's not. It glances off the side of the net. And is cleared to the line but not out. Held in by Orlov. Now it is cleared by Orlov. And the Nats bring it back to their own zone to regroup. Dubois trying to take it away from Carlson. They battle in the near side corner. Puck takes a couple bounces. Back into the Washington end. And now Orlov with it. Pressured by the opposing Fencers. Cleared out down the length of the ice. And just wide of the crease. Now a chance the other way. Carlson toward his own goal. Philippe Myers now with it. Missed the net. Fencers need to find a goal likely before the end of this period. Carry some form of momentum into that first intermission. Brought back out by Evgeny Kuznetsov. Washington directs one wide. But it is cleared out and down, just missing the Vanacek crease. Shot there, cleared out, but it returns to the Washington zone. And it is cleared again. Issa Lindell now for Lille-Nice. Works it to the side, shot! No! It stays out! And back the other way, Brock Nelson sends it wide for Lille-Nice. And that'll do it for period 1. The shots are 5-0 in favor of the Washington Nationals, but 3 of those shots count for Washington Nationals goals. The score is 3-0.
Well, that was an absolutely abysmal period for the Lille-Nice Fencers. Never stood a chance. No shots on goal, getting absolutely outplayed, outclassed by the Washington Nationals. Their goaltending is leaving them high and dry. Their offense is leaving them high and dry. They don't have a team right now. There's no spirit. There's no work. Lille-Nice needs to be better.
Sergei Fedorov and Brock Nelson dueled in the draw there. And Washington gets a potential scoring chance. That one just bounced wide. Back the other way comes Rasmus Sandin. Lille-Nice in the offensive zone. Here's Adrian Kempe. Had it, lost it. Still battling in the corner, and now it is cleared out and down. Clear it out, but no. Well, now it's out. Lille-Nice gets it back into their own zone. And it is brought up the side by the Nats, but they couldn't get it home. And it is cleared again. Dougie Hamilton behind the goal. Lost it. Pressed to the boards. Work to the side. Issa Lindell directed towards the net. No one to put it home. And now it is cleared, almost off the skates of Alex Ovechkin, and now to the slot. The fencers get to it and will clear it. And they finally get it out of the zone. It's Sam Girard giving to Brock Nelson, who turns back. Shot there is wide. Cleared out now. Here comes Philippe Myers. Antoine Roussel beaten to the puck by Sam Bennett. Washington back into the offensive zone. Shot there, just wide. Sam Bennett to the corner, clears it. Directed wide. Taken to the boards. And now it will clear the blue line. Brought back in by Artem Zub, who has the third Washington goal tonight. Justin Schultz, though, clears it. Almost tipped out front. At the side there, denied. Taking to the boards, brought up the side. We're going to take a look at this one.
I don't believe this one's going to count. I had a really good angle. I don't think this one is going to count.
I had a good angle, too. Do you want to look at mine?
No, you look at yours.
Oh, I wasn't recording, so there's that.
Okay, well, that's a problem.
Yeah, I had a pretty clear view. This one won't count, but I just want to check to make sure.
Yeah, I'm just going to review it on the stream here. Absolutely, that went through the back of the net, without a doubt. So, watching the stream. Yeah, went through the back. No goal.
Let me slow down. Yep, absolutely, through the back.
No goal, and that's
So this goal will not count. So we go back to center ice, Nicholas Backstrom and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and we're back underway. And it is out of play almost immediately. 9:54 remains in period 2. Pierre-Luc Dubois gets to it, shot there, down the length of the ice, save made, Hellebuck. Might be the only one he's made all night. And it is cleared out. Work to the slot, not fired on net, and it is cleared. Taken to the boards, where we get a whistle. In the offensive zone comes Washington, lost it, back in their own zone, and popped out of play. 6:48 to go in period 2. Brought back in, shot there, goes wide. Tipped by Rasmus Sandin. Brought back in for Lille-Nice. And cleared out and down. Here's Justin Schultz. Anthony Mantha now. Lost it. Brock Nelson clears. In comes Justin Schultz. Solane's with them. And Fencers lost it. Sandin's got to pick up the pieces in his own zone. Shot there, directed wide. And the Fencers clear it. Not out of the zone though. Now it's out. And it is brought in by Lindell, who lost it. Back into the Washington zone, just wide. Crowd is unusually quiet after that review. Here's to Lindell. Has it. Wide of the net. Working it up the side. No one there to direct it toward the net. Shot through the crease doesn't go. And it is cleared. Almost to the final minute of period 2. Fencers trying to make something work. Shot there is wide. Behind the net. Nats get to it and clear it out and down. It is Alex Ovechkin who scored a goal in last season's Winter Classic, but time expires on him here as we go to the second intermission, 3-0 with shots 6-1.
Well, a better period on the side of the Fencers this time around. At least they got a shot, and they also held Washington to, no, I guess it was 3-0 after the first, wasn't it? So, same amount of shots allowed, but better defense that time. Connor Hellebuck finally stepped up a little bit. They were finally able to get a little bit of something going. They did put the puck in the net once, albeit not legally. Better period for the Fencers, but you got to give it to the Nats, man. They've been playing very well the first couple periods, and they got to keep it up. If they keep going the way they were going, this is punts out of play, they might be able to pick up the 2 points here tonight.
Well, let's see what happens. Washington sends one in, just wide. It'll come back to a Lille-Nice stick, and the Fencers will send it down. Just wide of the net. Myers, up the side. Held in by Brian Russ. Philippe Myers and Kuznetsov go to the boards. Washington clears. Back to the stick of Nugent Hopkins. He's chased by Brandon Tanev, who has the first Washington tally tonight. And he might have another at this rate. Washington with a chance that goes wide. Rims around behind the goal, where it is picked up by Orlov. Fencers can't hold, or rather Washington can't hold the line. Orlov sends it wide. It comes back to the stick of Brent Burns, a former San Francisco Flight. And then it is cleared out and down. Back the other way. Nats send it wide. But it comes back to one of them, but can't fire it on net. That one just ends up going through the crease. No one there to catch the centering feed. But it is cleared by Lille-Nice. Sent back in just wide. Works through the slot. No one there. And it is cleared out and down. Cleared again. Bounces off the corner. Out to the stick of Dougie Hamilton. And then I believe that was Kyle Connor who directs it wide. But Washington gets it back. And they clear it. Worked around. This one looks good for Lille-Nice. Out to Dougie Hamilton. Shot there off the side. And cleared out and down. Almost to the stick of Tanev. Taken to the boards. Orlov working it around. Trying to get it out of the zone, and now he does. This one directed wide. Held in. Through the crease, Cecil Lindell clears. And it is popped out of play for a whistle with 8:27 remaining. Final period of what seems to be a bit of a one-sided affair here in Washington. Fencers clear it. Back to get it is Drake Batherson. Lawson Krause behind the net. Forced to the boards. White Cloud clears it out. Runs around, brought through the slot. And it is is cleared the length of the ice, where it can be picked up again by Lawson Krause. Shot there, ends up through the crease. Doesn't reach Hellebuck. And Hellebuck will now come to the puck as the Fencers pull their goaltender with 5 to go in period 3. We'll see if this works for them. Washington clears it. Just missed the empty net. Back in for Brent Burns. White Cloud turned it back. Not what you want to do in this kind of situation. Worked out the side off the post. Held in by Washington. Hellebuck to play it for the Fencers. Taken to the boards. Cleared out. Fencers with an opportunity, and they miss the net completely. Before it is brought back in the neutral zone. Here it is shot wide. Comes out front. No Washington National there to put it home. And now a shot through the slot. Missed the net. Final minute. Chance there for Lille-Nice. Ends up wide. Schultz sends it to the slot. No one picks it up. It's cleared out and down. Back to the slot for Artem Zub. He already has a goal tonight. But no empty netter. Washington still holds on to win 3-0.
I mean, the Fencers were never really in this one. They got 2 shots there in the third period. That's all they really mustered the entire game. Very few shots, very few offensive opportunities, nothing really risky. You know what I mean? The Fencers played.
Showed a little something towards the end of that game, but it wasn't quite enough. The Washington Nationals handily defeat the Lille-Nice Fencers 3-0 on home ice. And that'll do it for this one. With that, the Washington Nationals will move up momentarily into third place in the division. So it's Clearwater, I believe, will still have them beat on points percentage, and even if we have to go one spot past that, they'll be beat on the number of regulation wins. But that is an important win for the Washington Nationals as it gets them back into a playoff spot. On the other side of the ice, the Lille-Nice Fencers now risk getting knocked out of that playoff spot as the Amsterdam Red Bull play later tonight. So we'll have to see how that goes. Further schedule and scores for the week. Later tonight, the Chua City Dragons are taking on the Clearwater Threshers. Then the Indianapolis Motorheads will be visiting the Amsterdam Red Bull. Those are the other 2 games tonight. Tampa Bay Ilves are in Copperopolis to face the Crew. The New Orleans Wildcats host the winless Detroit Royals. The San Francisco Flight will host the New York Liberties. And then the last normal game this week will be the St. Louis Cyclones facing off in Boston against the Riptide. But the primetime game for the week, and the one that you guys are probably most interested in, and which will likely be on New Year's Day, is the Vancouver Outlaws visiting the Quebec City Bandits at Olympic Stadium for the Heritage Classic. But until then, I've been Dean P, and alongside me has been Builder. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.